Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step plan to replace your ad spend and how we're able to get this single one-page website to generate 16 leads, 16 form field leads for less than $100. So stick with me while I go through this video. So let me say most local businesses spend anywhere between $500 to $2,000 every single month running ads. And how many of those actually turn into actual paid customers? If you're like most local business owners I talk to, you're throwing money at ads, at Google ads, Facebook ads, and half the people who click on are just tire kickers. They're shopping around, comparing prices, and usually they end up going with whoever has the cheapest price. Here's the thing: paying for ads isn't bad. If it's working for you, keep doing it. But wouldn't it be nice if you have to pay for every single click? If you don't have to pay for every single click, rather, wouldn't it be amazing if customers found you naturally on Google without having to open your wallet every single day? Well, that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to walk you through the exact system or how we built the website that generates 16 leads over a period of 12 months, which costs less than $100. But in your case, that could be $224. So stick with me. No monthly ad bills, no cost per click, just free leads coming in every month after month. And the best part, you can copy the exact plan for your business, whether you're a plumber, roofer, HVAC company, landscaper, or any other local service business in general. So basically, what we'll be covering in this video is how we got this website of ours to rank for multiple queries right here on Google. And all of these are completely free. And this is how we're able to generate upwards of 16 leads, of which the most recent one came in 22nd of October 2025. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can replicate this same system too for your business, so you can slowly reduce on the ad spend, and then you'll be able to ramp up those costs real quick. So most local business owners make huge mistake with their website. They try to stuff everything in one. So let me explain exactly what I mean. So let's say you run a plumbing business in Dallas and you serve cities around Dallas, Plano, Frisco, Richard. Most people will build one page website called Plumbers Dallas, and they try to rank every other city. So sometimes this might seem right anyway, but Google tends to not favor the inner pages of this website. They prefer just the home page itself, targeting that specific service. So that's one of the approach we use in getting this amount of leads for this case study that we did, and how I'm going to show you exactly how this website is built out and what makes it rank and why Google loves it. So the very first thing we did was get an exact match domain. An exact match domain simply means you including the core service you render, which is the gutters, then the city in which you render it on. So you could get this on Namecheap. So you could just enter whatever keyword it is you're targeting. So if you're a family law attorney, you could say family law attorney in Kansas, whatever city it is you render, just have the domain name. But Google tends to love them. Have it that way, and it's been ranking for years, and it's going to continue to rank going into 2026. Excuse me. So basically, that's the first thing we did. The second thing we did with this website was also fixed the title of the tag of the website, the title of the website. So we basically put in the core service we render, the related service, and the city in which we render the service in. And that's exactly what is showing up right there when people search for our services on Google. So how can you do this for your own business too? You could also replace that. Then the third thing we did was also include the title tag, the service we render here was included them in the title tag, and in the first paragraph that appears right here, we also include the service we render plus the city naturally, and that's all for that section. The second section is our service section. This is where you want to list out all of the services you render. In our case, cleaning, downspout install, gutter guards. That's exactly where you want to include all of this. Then there's why you should choose a section. This is where you want to include your expertise. Tell the people who are visiting your website or the homeowners that you're credible. If you're family owned, you want to include it here. If you're license insured, you want to include it here. If you offer finances, if you have recognition or awards, this is where you want to include them, as many of these things as possible. And the second to last thing we did was get a frequent asked questions. So you want to include frequent asked questions on every page that you create. This kind of gives Google more insight as to what content it is you're creating. But Google has given us a trick on how to get all of this. So if you type your various services that you render on Google, you see the section, the copy also as section. Like in this case, you're saying, what is an average cost of guttering of gutter cleaning in my area. So you could make that hyper focused to your service. So in our case, is McKinney. So we could have what is the average cost of gutter cleaning in McKinney? How much on average does it cost to replace guttering in McKinney? So you want to make it hyper focused to the city in which you service. And the last thing we did was get a zip code for this specific service or for this specific city and put it on the website, such that when a user search per zip code, you tend to show up for that particular query. And that's basically all we did with this website. The next thing we did for the off page was get it listed on multiple directories, including, so we did for over 400 directories. This is something you could run through down this list I've got here. I'll leave a link in the description below. But you could hire a service of this guy, Mohammed Waid, on Fiverr. I have no affiliate link whatsoever, so it's completely off the badge. I'm giving it out for free. I'm not asking for anything in return. So you get this done for $75, and you will get 400 local directories submissions. That's in 3 days you get all the results from him, and this could cost you a lot of time if you were to put in a manpower to try and start creating all of these directories. And basically, that's all we did. We spent $75 for these local directories and $15 for the domain name. And basically, that's how we were able to generate this amount of leads in a period of a year. So there were things we didn't do with this website that we could have done and would also do for our clients going forward. First thing is have an active phone number. The phone number you send this website does not work. It has not been working since over a year. So the next thing we could have done is get an active phone number that works, because not a lot of persons fill out the form filled on the website. So you want to get an active phone number that people can call right now and get through to the business owner. The second thing we would have done was have a dedicated service page for each of the services that we render. So gutter installation we have its own page, gutter replacement its own page, and as such as the others. Then we could have also added nearby locations that we service. You could use your map section to see the nearby locations you service, and you could have a dedicated page for each of those locations. Then Google kind of do its thing to rank exactly what it is you want to rank, and you get most of the leads coming also. And I think basically that's all we would have done for the on page. Then for the off page, we would also issue out a press release to further strengthen the backlink profile, to further strengthen the authority. And we recommend using this $70 one because you get 450 mentions from website. If you add that to the citations, that is 850 links in total. And it's quite cheap, $70. Google tends to like this kind of links because they point down to the home page, which is fine. But you need to space them apart. So if you're doing citations this week, next 3 weeks you want to do the press release, that's basically fine. So that's something we could have done also, and it could have it would have helped us increase our rankings. So why is backlink actually important? If you've nailed the home page, like if you've done everything I've said in this video, if you've nailed it down in this website already, the next thing you need to rank is backlinks. So you need a high authority website mentioning your business or your website and linking back to it. So if we have a very good quality backlink profile on our website, we'll be ranking position number one for most of these queries. We are not ranking position number one for all of them. So, but for most of the queries, we're ranking position number one or two. That's why backlink is important. The more backlinks you get, the more way you're able to rank. And the more rankings you have, the more customers are seeing you and the more calls you get for your business. The other way you could go this route is by getting very high authority backlinks. You can see we got 450 backlinks for $70. That is way cheap, but that's not the kind of one you want to actually use only. So if you really want to blow this thing out of the water, I want to recommend Jackie Chow's backlink service and niche edits. So it does this for $74 to $90 a pop. So you could do either one or two per month, and that could cost you anywhere between maybe $180 to $2,400 per year. And that's quite a steal. You're going to definitely dominate your entire market for that specific search query that you're looking for. So basically, that's all we did with this website, and we got it ranking in less than. We started the website in November of 2024, and we got our very first lead in, let me see, January 25. So that's 3 months apart. We got the very first lead. So here's what we did to get 16 customers. We got the right domain, the exact match domain, because Google loves them so much. That's what I said. Then we got a very cheap hosting, $24. Build one simple page website, have all of these things done, the headline, the services, the sections for why they should hire us, the testimonial, the frequently asked questions, the zip code. And basically, we got it listed on directories because Google tends to trust them and it's fine, it's safe. That's $75. We sent out, so in your case, you would send out a press release for $70 and you get all of these links indexed. And total cost would be $224. And here's what happened. We got so many leads. So we would have doubled the number of leads if we had all of these things I'm training you in this video currently. Then a beautiful way to do this if you really want to get a hang on this, because not so many people click on the links, because a lot, a lot of calls goes to this Google business profile going into 2026. Like last year or last 2 years, you were still getting a lot of calls from here. So in order for you to actually to be able to get even more calls from here, if you don't have a Google business profile ranking here, is to create multiple domains for each of the cities you service. Each of the nearby cities you service. We've established that Google tends to love the home page, the exact match domain, and he wants to make it local focus. So you want to build out each of these domains for each of the city, and imagine the number of leads you could be generating. This is how the structure will look like I said, dedicated service pages for each of the services you render, dedicated location pages for each of the services you render, and dedicated service page for each of the location that you render. So imagine you're getting, imagine you have 7 cities and you're generating anywhere between 2 to 5 leads per month per city. That's 14 to 35 leads per month, organically free, no ad spend or whatsoever. And that's where the home page ranking matters. The inner page ranks too, but all road leads to you. So you've got your inner pages ranking, you've got your main home page ranking also. So what we left out that makes the site better, like I said, quality backlinks, blog content, regular updates. Those are the things we could have done to improve this website. So why you should work with us? We'll help you optimize your Google business profile, review system, set it up, the missed call text back form for when your business someone calls your business, they get automatically text back and get booked up in follow-up sequence. We had an AI chat widget that helps you book appointments on autopilot even while you sleep. We stay on currently with Google's rules and changes every time. Then we'll help you manage your campaign and promote your business all over. So if you find this video helpful, basically for $204 per city, you could do this for yourself. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section. I'm going to guide you through exactly how you could do it for yourself, but you could outsource it out for us. And within 4 months, you could get even your very first lead from building out this mission entirely. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. The same is true for SEO. You could keep paying for ads forever, or you could start building your own lead source. The choice is yours. Book a call with us today. You get started. If you watched to the end of this video, thank you very much. And I encourage you to please subscribe to my channel and leave a like. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.